He's gotta be upstairs. Oh shit. That dude. Oh my god. Did I just jump at Starbucks? Oh shit. Oh god. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Beast back here with another video. So I wanted to make this video. I've been going back and forth. I've been really just looking back on old content on this channel from all the way back to 2012. I like to go back and watch old videos sometimes. And, you know, I've told you guys over and over again that this is a time capsule for me, YouTube itself. It's been really cool to see how much I've grown as a person. And I've got to do it with you guys along the way. And I know that some of you have been here for many years, and I want to say thank you. I wasn't really sure. The last few days and weeks I've been thinking about this pretty hard, where I've made a few channels over the course of the 12 years that I've been doing YouTube. And I've got to say, I don't really know the reason for making those channels, because I would make new channels and then I would kind of do the same thing. But I did, at the end of the day, I made content that I enjoyed making. And sometimes, like all of us that make content, we just put up stuff that we think is just pretty okay, pretty good. We like it, you know, and that's good enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I wanted to I had two thoughts. One, I was genuinely considering this being the last essential video I make for the channel forever. But I also thought about this. What if I take the channel in a whole entire direction? Not necessarily in high hopes of going to be a multi-100,000 to million subscriber channel, but I wanted to change the direction and 180 it to where not even hyper edited videos, but I wanted to do essentially, if you've heard of the commentator, or he's actually more like Nakey Jakey. So if you know of him, he essentially makes heavily scripted videos. They're not insanely like hyper edited, like clickbaity, like viewer retention type of videos, but they're just extremely well structured videos. You can tell the quality's there, and I love content like that. And I wanted to see, not to mimic Nakey Jakey, but I wanted to have my own subjects that I come up with, because I feel like right now, at least at this point in my life, I've kind of said all I wanted to say on this channel. I've been talking to you guys for over 12 years about life, about worries, concerns, ups and downs, excitement, and all kinds of stuff in between, right? Where, you know, there's successes, victories, promotions, new jobs, going to college. Like, you guys have, anybody that stuck around, you followed me through it all. And even then, if you haven't stuck with me, or if you just now are coming into the channel, because this may even reach some new people, feel free to take a browse. I've got over 900 videos, and none of them are shorts except one. So you've got full-length content to explore thousands of hours. And you can get to know a little bit about me. A lot of them's Call of Duty commentaries, and that was essentially something that really birthed this channel. I loved Modern Warfare 3. That was what started it. And I wanted to make not a tier list, but it was a list in which I wanted to see some of the things from Modern Warfare 3 improved upon for Black Ops 2 before it came out. And it's crazy to see how much Blake has changed, how much my video content has changed. I think that they're great videos now, but I think that I've said all I needed to say. There's going to be times when I want to make these videos again, but I think that until I have something I want to say, I'm going to do my best to really take time and make these videos where there's also not years in between of gaps. But these videos are going to require significantly more time to edit. Like, when I mean not just a day, not just like 10 hours, I'm talking weeks, months even, before I would probably upload another video of the high quality to a standard that I want. And I wouldn't quite say I want to obsess over it, but I want it to be art. I want it to be something that gives you thought, not just a subject that anybody can come up with that hasn't been talked to death, of course, thousands of times. And that's not a dig at any of these content creators, these other commentary channels. I think they're great. This also allows me to take a little step back and support my bros. And, just take care of the people that I love and just take care of my community. We've got a little community going on. You've definitely heard of these guys such as Loaded Buggy, Call Me Crazy, REX Games, BizPath, Why Learn, Polly Walnuts, all these people that are in this community, the commentary community. It's cool to see the new age commentators. There's a bunch more. So again, if I didn't get to your name, I do apologize. There's so many of y'all. It's hard to fit it in one video, but you guys know who you are. Anybody that I left out, it wasn't intentional, but just for the sake of the content. I didn't script this, by the way. That's also what I'm talking about. That's not going to be a thing in the new videos. There's going to be a script. I'm not much of a script guy, but I would like something to kind of go off of so there's complete structure and pacing. And I think that's important for the content that I'm trying to go for. So I'm not quite sure what the subject's going to be yet. I don't want to say in this video because I want it to be on my own terms. I want to come up with it and know for certain as I'm creating the video that it's going to be the next video. And I've given this a lot of thought. You guys have seen me come and go. I'll take a year or two off at a time sometimes. Then I'll come back and make 30 videos that year, which isn't a lot. I used to make about a video every other day or every day. That's how I got to over 900 videos. But you got to think, man, 900 videos is a lot of content, a lot of recordings. You got live comms, stream clips, montages. That's one of my favorites. And I don't know. It's just a different direction. I wanted to kind of take it, just kind of see where we go. I mean, I think it's something worth exploring because I think that it's something that would truly make me happy because I want to make content that's very refreshing, makes you think a little bit, brings back a little bit of old school YouTube. I want something that people haven't seen before or it feels like it's new, if that makes sense. Because with commentaries, yes, some of these subjects for sure, none of them were ChatGPT thought about. None of them were scripted. They were just things that I thought about while going through my day-to-day, so I would make the commentaries in my car or wherever. And I feel like those are raw commentaries, and that's great. But so many people have made the talking head videos. I want to make something really cool, but again, without rambling. I've already kind of said that. But I just wanted to let you guys know that's what's been on my mind. Because it's not that I've wanted to ever quit YouTube. And that's never been the case. I'm always going to be there for YouTube. Whether it's me supporting, again, my community, my other commentator friends, or not just commentators, but other content creators. Or, like I said, making my own. Just kind of supporting the community. Because I think that it's important. Community's everything. And I just want to make some cool stuff. That's kind of where my head's been. Life's been insanely busy too. I've had to kind of take a back seat with my hobbies a little bit more. I'm trying to get ahead financially, so I've been working substantially hard. As you guys know, I've started a company and that's been doing pretty well. It has its ups and downs like everything. And I've learned a lot in the last 6 months or so that I've been making this kind of go on. And, I'm still working my main job, seeking some promotions, trying to take supervisor positions. It takes time, a lot of time. And I want to delegate my resources accordingly. I want to make meaningful content. So, not that any of the stuff I made before isn't meaningful, but to me personally, I want to change it up. So that way I'm not bored, and that way I feel inspired again. Because I do like commentaries. It's always been my bread and butter. I feel like I've gotten really good at talking to you guys. However, it's something that has been on my heart. I've talked to a lot of my buddies, especially Call Me Crazy. He and I just went back and forth for a while. I told him that, again, I heavily considered, I don't like the word quitting, but I heavily considered taking a substantial break. But I thought some more about it long and hard, and my conclusion now is that I want to just take the content in a 180 and just really push myself to see what kind of cool stuff I can come up with for you guys. Some really cool subjects that I think you would really enjoy. It's going to be interesting to say the least. So stay tuned. Hopefully we'll have a video up at some point, either spring of next year, somewhere around that time. I'm looking to try to have a video. I'm not sure what month, but my goal is to have something kind of cool up at some point next year for you guys. But anyways, it's been a great journey. Feel free to browse the channel, and if I remember correctly, I'll put in the description a few of my favorite videos over the course of these last 12 years. But you guys, of course, have an awesome day, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.